Good morning, and welcome to Chapter 7, Part 1 of the next Liber Novus scenario. Liber Novus is an actual play RPG using the Savage World system from Pinnacle Entertainment, set in a custom brewed, home brewed urban fantasy setting where all those normal things that we think about when it comes to urban settings happen, right? We got our normal human history, but in the background, we got like ghosts and goblins, angels, aliens, and airwaves, dungeons and demorgans, bards, and bandits. I just like alliteration. I am
And
the
prison breaks.
And prison breaks. Yes, this is Chapter 7, Part 1. To prison to break, which I'm pretty proud of that we have this title. I'm Ben Hatton. I am the game master, and let's introduce ourselves. The first up is Suki, the cat who knows no bounds.
Say hello. I am Suki.
She's not having this.
Hello. I am Paxton. I use he/him pronouns. I am playing Streffen, who also uses he/him pronouns, and who definitely thinks before he acts, which is a good quality to have when you are blessed with foresight, to the extent that he is.
You know that's right.
I thought you were going to make some sort of dig about Amy when you
Oh no!
about thinking before he acts.
Oh no! I was making a dig at all of us because we are definitely good at this. We're really good at our jobs.
I mean, hey, we got in, right?
Yeah.
You know that's right.
And I only maybe have my life to forfeit, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Hi,
it's
I'm
fine.
Jackie. I use she/they pronouns, and I am playing Amy Wurs, who also uses she/they pronouns. And yeah, they're a problem TM and a bit of a bitch.
TB, that problem.
That girl, she's such a bitch. But I can't lie, I'm in love with it.
Is that a school? Is that a song?
Yeah, it is. It's by I think it's an All Time Low song. Hold on.
You've been listening to a lot of All Time Low recently.
I have been, and it the song is called That Girl by All Time Low, and it's just about how, like, oh my gosh, I really love it when that girl is mean to me, and like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my life now.
I enjoy Old Time Low. I like Weightless.
They're one of my favorite bands.
Excellent.
Probably, yeah. Anyway,
So last
session, after a number of like terrible happenings.
I don't know. I did great. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's true. Amy and Streffen finally managed to cross into the prison that, well, they basically managed to go through the back door that will eventually get them to the prison that they're trying to break into, so that they can find out if Amy's dead mom is actually not dead and is just being held prisoner by these, like, zealot paramilitary douchebags. And if so, break her out and bring her back to another vampire who Amy has made a pact with, that if she doesn't do this, she will die. Meanwhile, Streffen's friend almost killed someone, and Streffen is stressed out about that at the moment, because what if the paramilitary douchebags take it out on a group of people that he likes?
Yeah, basically.
That was a lot. Yeah, you guys are in an emotional state. However, you did get past the guards, like, in a really good way. Like, you just, like, talked them out of it through a number of wonderful rolls. And You didn't even
That's
have to
been fucking
fight them.
carried.
Yep, gave them some booze, just like chilled out, and they basically at the end of it were like, "Yeah, let him go in. Like, why do we even guard this? They're just going to die in the in like the labyrinth that you all are entering."
It also helps that the amount of booze I gave them was like double their combined body weight.
Yep, because they are tiny pixies, and you gave them a big bottle of Jack, like a TikTok, like
I-
like a Kesha
I
video.
need you to know that my notes say, quote, Streffen peopled like nobody's business and got us in the door, no problem.
Yeah, he very much. There was a lot of peopling. I think you rolled like a lot of raises, and I was just like, well, and played a card, and I was like, fuck it, here we go.
And I also wrote down 3 of the paramour names of Sunset Dimple Curl. And then in parentheses, I have described Sunset Dimple Curl as the fucker.
Yeah, I had
Fucker.
Not as like he's the fucker, just like that fucker.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
like playing all. Yes, there was a little bit of blackmail because Sunset Dimple Curl has a lot of different like.
Problems. Yeah,
He's
we know.
pollinating a lot of gardens.
Yeah, you know that's right. Yeah, god damn it, I had
I
forgotten.
am so sorry.
I had completely forgotten about
Okay.
Sunset Dimple Curl.
I wish I had, but I have to take notes.
And joining you is on this mission, and that you are actually seeing eye to reptilian eye right now is
You got it?
Sir Alphonse Porter.
Corporal Sir Alphonse
sorry.
Porter. How dare you?
Right, sorry. Corporal Sir Alphonse Porter III, if I remember correctly, who is a Fey Gecko, formerly of Queen Titania's Royal Navy. He's got 2 like flintlock pistols and a coat with the golden danglies on the side. And like
It better not be actual flintlock because that would take so long to reload.
No, they're probably magical flintlock. And he like walks around with like one hand in, like his arms aren't through his like big fancy sailor's coat. He just like keeps it on him like a cape. And you walk through this big door, and so how you 2 feeling? You feeling good? You feeling stressed?
Oh, we're feeling stressed.
Okay. So there's this momentary feeling of shifting, kind of that feeling that when you stand up too quickly and all the blood rushes from your head and you're like, oh, I got to sit down again, as you cross the threshold. But it's just a moment. And the next thing you know, you are in a barren white room, and there is a chair in front of you, just a chair in the middle of this room. Behind it is another set of double doors. It's a lovely chair. It's got those like carved handles, with like the etching on it. It's like it looks like a very comfortable cushion, in like golds and like light pastel pinks. A floral pattern is on it. It's a very comfortable looking chair, and you hear Corporal Sir Alphonse just go, "Hello, what's this? I don't remember a chair room." What you gonna do?
Is there a door out of here?
Yeah, there's a double door on the other side.
Then I'm just gonna like okay, Amy would not immediately run across the room, but she doesn't give 2 shits about the chair. She's very goal oriented right now.
Could I perhaps do a knowledge roll just to make sure that we're not
it's just a fucking welcome room.
Like-
It's just a fucking welcome room with a chair, and we're just like
yeah, this feels very familiar, doesn't it? Not that I am.
Oh shit, you're right. Holy God.
Through, but
now
like,
is not the time.
Okay. You
I-
feel free to make
Amy's
a. Yeah, go
Amy's
ahead.
in the kind of mood where she would kick the chair over as she walked by. That's where Amy's at right now. She hasn't yet, but that's the thought.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Paxton. I interrupted you. What were you saying?
It's all good. I was gonna ask if I could roll like maybe occult knowledge
Yeah.
to see if I recognize any.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me an occult knowledge.
Can I just do a good old notice roll?
Sure. I love rolls.
Hell yeah! I rolled a
They're
9.
delicious.
You rolled a 9.
Yep. I have a D8 plus 2 occult, so
Nice.
5 on my notice. That's okay.
So even with a 9, like this whole place, this whole building that you're in is just a buzz with like juicy electronic, like magic energy. It is almost overwhelming your senses at this point, rolling over you. And but it just looks like a chair. Like you don't notice any carvings on it. No, there's no like scripts or languages. There's nothing. You like with a 9, you like look at the pattern of the like the leaves and stuff. There's nothing there that's like saying like, hey man, this is a magic chair. This is a chair that's important to the like order of the room or anything like that.
order of the room.
And Amy with a 5, it is just you like there's no you don't sense anything. You don't see any tripwires. You don't see any. It is just a chair.
Cool. Amy walks around and goes to the doors on the other side.
Go to the doors on the other side.
Fair enough. And Sir Alphonse goes, well, no. He shrugs. Fair enough, and pushes the door.
Unless you have a better idea, Sir Alphonse.
I do not. I do not.
Thought we were in a hurry.
It's just a fucking chair. It doesn't fucking matter. Keep going.
Fair enough.
Amy does have boost trait going
Mm-hmm.
for her and Streffen on our Snecky Snack. I don't think I got a raise, so it would just be increased by 1 die type still. Do I need to spend power points to keep it going at this point? Because I think you were kind enough to let me have it for the climb up.
Yeah, if you want to keep going now that there's been like a whole chitty chat scene, yes, feel free to.
Okay, then I will mark that real quick, and then just let me know anytime I need to tick in some more power points. On this bad boy, because I'm going to keep at it probably for a majority of the time. If possible.
That makes sense. So, you push open these double doors, and what you see now is just a forever long hallway that just goes off into like the horizon. And it is particularly disquieting because it's the 2 walls and the ceiling and the floor are all made of some form of reflective material. So it's very disquieting. You can almost not see where the corners are because they kind of reflect upon each other. It's very, very it makes you kind of nauseous to look at it. And in fact, but the whole thing is lit up. It's not a dark room, and you can't quite understand where the lighting is coming from, but it does have that almost like blue white lighting of fluorescence without like the buzz, but there's no lighting source. It's just lit. But this is actually where Sir Alphonse goes, oh, this I remember though. And it just goes on and on and on.
So don't not my keyboard, thank you.
Right. So what do you remember about it then?
It's not. It's not one space, mind you. It's not just one line. It goes on, but there are twists and turns. But you got to be really careful in how you see them, Because they kind of all blend in with each other, if you understand what I'm saying. Everything's designed to look flush, but it's not. Welcome to the Mirrored Labyrinth.
I'm gonna pull out the stone monocle that Tober gave me, and I'm gonna look through it and see if that helps things.
Oh, yeah. Can you give me a
You're blind now.
No. Can you give me a vitality roll, please?
Would that be vigor?
Vigor. That's what
You
I
mean?
meant. Yep, vigor. Can you give me a
Vigor?
vigor
I
roll?
hardly know her.
I knew that it began with a V. Can you give me a vigor roll? Thanks, Jackie.
You're welcome.
Is this a roll to resist fatigue?
Nope.
Okay, in that case, my hindrances don't get in my way.
Nope.
Hey. I love that you and I both have like specific situation hindrance questions, and mine just comes up more often because I don't know how to be quiet.
Yeah, you know that's right.
I'm gonna spend a Benny. Come on, baby. Light my fire. There we go. That's a 5.
Okay, great. With a 5.
She's gonna talk sweet nothings to your dice, apparently.
So you look through. Fuck. Sorry. You look through this stone monocle, and the reason I had you do a vigor roll is because looking through this monocle actually triggers your vasovagic response. It's so vertigo inducing because what is good is you can actually see the curves and changes in this. You can actually it highlights the angles and the turns, so it doesn't look like one never-ending wall. You can see it helps you like pinpoint those corners. However, it also creates this feeling of uncomfortable height, and you also notice that the passageways and like corners and turns and stuff, they're not staying in one place. They flow and are mutable, kind of like mercury or quicksilver, and it overall creates this very like stomach dropping feeling. So for the remainder of your time in here, you're gonna actually be at a -2. No, you've passed it. So because you passed the roll, you're not going to be at a -2 to your rolls. It's not a continuous. It would have been for the remainder of the time in the thing. What?
Sorry, Suki was so precious. So she was just like, wow.
Like that.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. I'll say okay, this should that's weird. Stay close, I guess. I can see some better details to help us get through.
Yep. Yep.
I know Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, and you know, and as he says, and Alpha, he goes, "Oh, this is a good thing for you out there. It took me 3 weeks to get through here last time. You know, lots of guessing and checking and the bumping of the nose. Yes."
This bodes extremely well for your further assistance in this.
Hey, I just said I'd get you there. I didn't say that what state you would be in. Yes. And so now I need some sort of survival roll from you.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
To see how, let's see how you do.
To navigate.
Yep. Amy, you are welcome to support if you want to.
Here's the great thing. I don't have a survival skill. Is survival a skill in this game? Am I?
It is. Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a skill. We
Yeah.
just thought, we're gonna be in urban environments. Who needs survival?
I mean, it tracks for neither of us to have it.
You could have urban
You know?
you could have urban
Absolutely.
survival.
Ooh.
You sure can. That is possible.
Yeah, this
Um,
this isn't a notice. I would also let you make a notice roll at like
like a
minus
minus a
yeah,
few.
a -2 for you and a -4 for Amy because Amy doesn't
Oh
have
boy.
the thing. So
Right.
I'll let
Here's the thing.
I
I
mean,
don't know if Amy would try to
okay,
assist in the navigation.
sure,
This is the way that I feel like Amy and Streffen work is that when Streffen says he got it, he got it.
sure.
And
okay.
so Amy's not going to necessarily try to help with navigation. She's going to have her focus be on like protection. Like she probably is going to have one hand on Streffen's shoulder while he leads, and the other one is just going to be ready to unsheath the blade if needed.
That
Um,
makes sense.
so she's vigilant, not necessarily assisting.
Oh, then
Vigilant.
definitely give me some sort of notice a roll.
Okay. And then whatever penalty it's at because of
Nope,
the mirrors and the lighting and all that.
nope. This one's not on a. This one's not at a penalty because
Cool
you're
beans,
not
hot
trying to find.
dog.
All right. I'm gonna roll that as a notice -2.
Okay, great.
We also from the USB plug and Spider's help have information regarding, and I'm just bringing this up because I don't know if it applies now.
Not yet.
The rotations of the guards and the placements of the cameras
Nope,
and
not
other
yet.
security measures. Okay,
That's
because we're
good.
not in it yet, are we?
Nope,
Didn't think
not
so.
yet.
All right. I got 7 -2 is 5.
Okay.
I'm
Is that
gonna
good
spend a penny. Cool. I got a 7 on my notice.
Oh, good. That's good. So,
First roll was a 1 and a 2.
boom. All right.
Hell yeah.
So with a 5, ooh, let me try that again. Is there an order you all are going in? Is like Streffen like going first and Amy's in the back? Where do you want like Sir Alphonse to be? Tell me what this is looking like. Tell me how you're proceeding.
I think Streffen probably takes the lead since he can see the most clearly, and he's the one navigating. I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's up to you where Amy is.
I mean, if Streffen's okay, I'm probably going to be holding the position that I had described a second ago.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
hand on his shoulder, the other one ready
Yeah.
to draw the blade.
Okay.
And then Amy doesn't give two shits where Sir Alphonse stands.
Yeah, basically, like whatever.
All right. Well then.
He's the expert here, so you know he can be wherever he wants.
All right. So Sir Alphonse, readies his flintlocks and says, "This is not a time to move slowly, but I understand why we may have to." And as soon as you head in, and your feet, the two of your feet, underneath your feet, the ground cracks a little bit. Like
Great.
not like you're falling through it, just every time you put your foot down, it just cracks, like as if a pebble is hitting a. Can you hear that motorcycle? That's just like vroom 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 vroom. Vroom, never mind.
I cannot.
Just like.
Streffen has to set the pace because Streffen is our slowest member.
Yeah.
And he's the
I'm
one.
Period.
Yeah.
That's the whole sentence.
That's true.
Right.
If Amy could assist, like, you know, be on the side of his bad leg or whatever, and that might help in any way, she would.
Yeah.
But that is, I don't know if that mechanically does anything.
Yeah. You'll notice though that Sir Alphonse's feet don't make that because of the way his little like webby toes like spread out and how like ginger he is. He's not. He's like,
He's ginger.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's not good. Um, oh no, your pencil broke. Sad face.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotta go get it.
Keep going. I'll listen. Oh,
Yeah.
I can hear you. I'm just gonna go get another pencil.
So you start walking along, and it's just like, but you are making pretty decent time. Like you're actually with a 5, you're able to. You got the 5, right, Stefan?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're able to go left and go right. You think you're starting to head in the right direction. You're feeling pretty good about it. Amy, you rolled a 7.
Yep.
And so I think even though there are tiny cracks under your feet, like that spread out like a frozen lake, as if like when a rock falls on it, just crack, crack, crack. You don't sense that the ground is going to give way. It's not like you feel that it is structure, like there's some sort of structural integrity issue. And it's so disconcerting because when the two of you look in either directions, it's just infinite you and infinite you, and you look up and it's you're just reflections on the infinite you. But Amy, you look down at the cracks. I think there's something that you're focusing on because Streffen has to focus on going forward, and you're being very vigilant. And you are looking back at the cracks, and you start to see coming out of these cracks very almost like what's the word? Like those time-lapsed videos of like a of like plants sprouting, where you like see the roots come up and they're open and like it's a flower. You start seeing that, but you see, I think you're looking at a crack that you particularly made, and you notice that as you step away, your broken reflection has remained there.
Hate it. Okay.
And you look back, and you see the same thing has happened all the way down. And as I said, those things that are coming out, but it's like your hands and Streffen's fingers, just like fingers, are coming out of the cracks. But they're broken, they're jagged, they're sideways, as if they were like your reflection made not so much 3-dimensional, but rising up. And you notice like all the way back, there is this like
cool.
the one all the way back, like all the way back at the beginning, because I think you're about to make like your first real turn. You just see this full arm that is definitely this like fun house mirror warped and jagged reflection of Streffen's arm coming out.
Love that.
Horrible part of me is like, well, at least we know half of them won't be able to catch up with us.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we'll be able to catch up with you.
I mean, you're only as fast as your slowest person, and the slowest reflection is always going to be Streffen. So, like, at the rate that they're stepping out, the Streffens aren't going to be able to catch up, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
Assuming they have the same stats and hindrances and everything, because they're a reflection of you.
Fair. Suppose.
Yeah, I think Amy squeezes Streffen's shoulder and says, I know it's not going to be easy, but we need to pick up the pace because we're kind of on a clock now.
Okay.
Do me a favor,
The ground's not going to break away from underneath us, if that makes you feel any better.
Love that. Okay.
What am I doing?
Did I already ask you to spend more PowerPoints? I think I did.
When we first made it in,
okay,
yes.
Okay, then I won't have you do it yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So I need you to make me another roll. Streffen to see like can
Like
you pick
another
up the pace?
navigation roll,
Mm-hmm.
or is this navigation or just speed?
This is notice -2. Yep, this is you
Okay.
trying to figure out like you can actually like here's what I'll say. You can take a -4 and it will move you even faster.
Ooh.
You can do -2 and be here or take a -4 and it'll go a little bit more.
Oh,
I feel like
boy.
this is a decision you have to make before you roll because the
Oh
Jimmy's
yeah,
the stakes,
yeah,
right?
But I feel like giving you the stakes. So
Yeah.
Good thing neither of us are vegetarians.
You know what? I'm gonna take you up on that, Ben.
ooh.
Let's do this, Suki.
Crit,
Roll
fail,
my
crit,
dice.
fail, crit,
Oh my
fail,
God.
crit,
Roll
fail.
That is terrible, Jackie.
Oh, my D6 blows up
Listen, I am a
Yeah.
person who enjoys complications.
into a 2. That's an 8. -4 is 4, baby.
Let's fucking go!
Oh man.
Also, it's a reverse psychology call to arms, okay? If I request it, it's not going to happen.
Fair
Because the
enough.
universe likes proving me wrong.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
Suki's little man was so sweet. I love seeing her meow.
Jackie, or no, Amy, what are you give me? What are you thinking? Other than just be like, "Yo, can you hurry the fuck up?" Like what?
What
Like,
do you mean?
What,
What
do
am
you
I
thi-
thinking?
What? Give me a roll here. What? Like, are you? You know, I think you see Sir Alphonse scamper back. Not scamper. He walks quickly back to the nearest broken one and just gives it like a stomp. Boosh. Like breaks the fingers a little bit. And like that hand is broken. The other hand is still coming and he like gives it a little kick again.
Amy might try to adjust her steps so she steps where Streffen already has.
Oh, I love that.
Tread thou
So it's like
my
the
footsteps.
cracks that are established are by
Okay.
Streffen and not by her.
Almost
To
like
see if that makes a difference.
almost like walking in someone's footprints in the snow.
In the snow, yeah.
Yeah. I am now good King Wenceslas.
Okay, so what
I
I want
really
you,
like that.
what I want you to do, like what do you think? I think that's like an athletics or
I was gonna say athletics makes sense to me, or just like a flat acrobatics. I
Yeah.
mean agility, but
Yeah.
it's the same die type.
Yeah, go ahead and give me
So-
that. Yeah. One of the two. Yeah. I mean, yeah, flat agility makes more sense unless you think Amy is like parkouring their way. You know,
Hardcore parkour.
parkour.
No, like literally the only things I could think would be athletics, stealth, or agility. Because like
Yeah.
athletics is the application of strength. So
Mhm.
agility makes the most sense to me.
Yep.
Hmm.
Makes sense to me too. Give me that roll. Give me that.
Mark my footsteps, my good baby.
Okay, my wild die aced twice into a 2, so that's a 14.
Jesus, you guys are rolling like fire today. You are doing a lovely job. A lovely
Oh
job.
my god, thank you. Is
Steph-
it making a difference?
Yeah, actually, you notice that your pace has been picking up. You're not creating any more people, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But I will say that when you look back at the spaces, the arms and hands that are coming out, that are pulling themselves out, are an amalgamation of both you. It's like an arm. It's an Amy. It's an Amy Streffen like combined thing. Like each arm has a little bit of like
abomination.
like 9 or 10
Yeah.
fingers.
I hate it. I
Like,
hate it. I
half
hate it. I
your
hate it. I
face
hate
is
it.
coming.
Oh, it's just an AI art generated image of
Yeah.
a combination of the two of us.
Yep.
And so our
Yeah.
eyes are all weird and
Yeah.
bad, and then we've got extra
And you
limbs
got
and
all
fingers
and like
in the
your
wrong
hands
places.
are all like this and like juicy, like but except they're all at really
No,
hard.
you
right?
didn't have to have the juicy part, Ben.
And we've got huge anime tits.
Yeah, just
Um,
Just great big ol' the Gonzers.
Your mouth is open. Your
So-
tongue.
Massive.
You got one of those Ahigo faces. I don't know, or whatever they're
Oh
called.
no, with way too many teeth.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's get back.
Oh, we're just Titans. We're just
Yeah.
anime Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's right.
Um.
But you also notice that then you hear this, like, that sound of when, like, glass is on glass. That, like, yeah, you know how to, both of you made that face. Yeah.
It makes my teeth hurt. I really don't need a in-depth description
No,
of that.
all right, but and you see that there are two way back in the beginning. There are two Amy and two Paxton or two Amy and two two Amy and two Streffen reflections coming your way. And I'm gonna need initiatives from everybody.
Oh
as
boy.
they
You
are-
say as the person who draws the cards for us.
I got the cards right here. Get ready for initiative. All right, Streffen, you're on the remove. You've got a 10.
A 10 is pretty good. I'll take a 10.
Amy, you've got a 5.
Cool.
Sir Alphonse. Awful 5. I don't like this. Yikes. And mirror creatures also. What the fuck? Also have a 10. They have a 10 of diamonds.
Shuffle your cards, dude.
I thought I did shuffle my cards, dude. I shuffled them twice. Apparently, I've just been or Paley's just been playing, or Wells has been playing, like solitaire or something. All right.
Rummy is just getting a bunch of four in
Yeah.
rows. Four of a kinds or whatever.
All right. So 10 of spades, 10 of diamonds. You have the 10 of
Spades goes first?
I know. So Streffen gets to go first.
Oh,
no, I
Paxton.
take cards face. Who's been pickle with?
What the fuck was
Paxton.
that?
Paxton, you froze and then Discord threw everything at us.
What the fuck was it? But like you got up so fucking
I heard, oh no, something, cards, something, spades, something.
And then
That
you
was all I was able
And
to
then you were just like on fast forward. We're
Oh, Discord is the best, isn't it?
you were like
And now we have it recorded for posterity, you
Yeah.
know.
you were just
no.
you were just like caught in the mirror loop, right? This is how I imagine your reflections speak. Just like this
Oh,
jangled
no.
fast forward. So Amy, that's what you hear as these creatures come your way. Like,
I hate it. The stuttering, like stop and go motion of it too is horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is horrible.
Yeah. All right.
Streffen, you're first.
You're first.
I am first. Gosh. So this is a. Yeah, I mean it's not in a chase format. Sorry, I'm getting into meta mind, if you will. I'm
I
going
love that
to
movie starring Will Ferrell.
let me see.
Just mostly talking about like it's just academia. They're just like, I didn't understand like the use of color in Great Gatsby.
The use of color in the novel The Great. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
No, the green light has great significance because green is usually associated with like envy and jealousy, and that light on the horizon is something he could never obtain. I
Yes.
can do this bit.
And he is the Great Gatsby.
I took rhetoric classes.
I mean,
I never read Gatsby.
it's one of my favorite books, actually.
Maybe I should give it a go sometime. Once
I've
I'm
read it a
reading The
while.
Stand now, which
That's
has a
good.
very different tone.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I just think Fitzgerald is
so-
a master with punctuation, but that's neither here nor there. Go ahead.
situation's good. I am going to cast Deflection.
As always.
I'm gonna get us a little. Always use protection.
AUP.
Always, yeah. ABD, always be deflecting. So I am going to spend the extra power points to extend it to both Amy and Sir Alphonse.
Oh, that's nice of you. Because Amy couldn't give two shits about Sir Alphonse.
I know.
Damn, Skippy.
Alrighty, that is a 7, which is not a raid. That's okay. And we're using the updated text of deflection now, right? So
Mm-hmm.
since it's not a raise, I will just give us protection against melee attacks, I think. Because I don't know. I haven't really seen our reflections very much, right?
No, you've just heard Amy yell, "We gotta go!" Except not like that.
Okay. So so
We gotta go.
melee attacks will get -2 to
Okay.
hit us.
Malay.
Because I don't know about any guns being present.
It's true.
Well, the person with the guns doesn't have reflections coming after us.
No, it's true. That's actually pretty lucky now that I think about it. It's all right. I gotta roll a speed check because they're gonna try to catch up way fast. And ooh, all right, great. The two they have closed a significant distance.
Oh boy.
But you remember they were at like the opposite end of the hallway, so they have moved very quickly. They are not quite in melee yet, but they have closed a
What
distance.
range band would you put them in?
I would put them in. There's like the medium one, the one that. Hold on, that one.
Let me rephrase. If you were to turn it into inches or yards, the standard measuring distance.
Yeah, they're probably 20 yards, 15 yards away. That's probably what
15 yards.
I would probably say they're 15 yards away. Yes.
Perfect. That puts them in range for my bolt.
Oh, yeah. That's
Because my range is smarts times 2. And my smarts is the D8, which means 20 would have been too far, but 15 is just right.
Fine. It's 17. Take that. No. I'm just kidding.
You said it.
No, yeah, about 15. They're not, again. Alphonse turns, and he's like, and he says, I feel like we should be picking up the pace a little bit. And he pulls out the 2 muskets, and he shoots them.
I got the 5 of spades, didn't I?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, reverse order. Your turn, Amy. You're right. He says, yeah.
Stir. Webb.
Hello, Webb.
Are you good? Okay. Sorry. Whippity.
Hello.
Here's the thing. Amy's not going to run ahead without Streffen, and Streffen did not run this turn, so she's not going to do that.
Yeah,
just bolt spy him.
Just bye.
Later, nerd.
Later, nerd. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Bolt. Just the one. I think she's gonna aim for her own reflection.
Man, there's a lot of shade being thrown your way, Paxton. Go ahead. All right.
Listen, she's working under assumptions. I'm not.
She certainly is.
Like the speed, if anything, would be indicative that it's probably not a fair reflection of Streffen's physical capabilities, but Amy's reflection also has. Does it also have the umbrella?
It has part of the umbrella. It has like a handle, but then it's like broken off.
Does Streffen's have a cane? Again, in the same way, sort of like a shattered piece of it.
Yeah, it's like sideways. It's like jig-jag.
Jig-jag?
Yeah. That's not a word. That's not a phrase.
No, I love it, though. No, it absolutely is. Okay.
We understood what you meant, so...
Yeah, it's a standard bolt. I'm not upcasting it in any way, shape, or form because I need to conserve on PowerPoints. Actually, I lied.
You are upcasting it?
Yeah, I'm upcasting it to add the hinder effect.
Ooh, what is that? How do you
slow them down?
Target's base pace is reduced by 2 until the power expires. Oh, it's just an instant thing though, so never mind. It's not worth it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not like barrier. Oh, that would be cool.
You would have to add lingering damage as well.
Yeah, and that would bump my total from 1, the cost of bolt, to 4.
Okay.
And I have enough to do it, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just a standard bolt. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Just a standard bolt, you know, a clone.
My D8 aced twice into
What?
a 6.
What?
I'm assuming that hits.
Oh yeah, with a raise. Several raises.
With a raise.
Several raises.
Don't think a raise. Okay, a raise. It's like standard damage. A raise is just an additional D6 on it.
Yeah.
And I didn't cast it as strong, so it's not any more than that. All right, D6s.
Here we go.
Okay, that's 18.
Tell me what it looks like when you kill it. And like you just you destroy you like tell me just the pulverizing of this.
So Amy's magic is all of its trappings are like blood related. It's kind of like blood with blood magic kind of dealio. And so she's gotten very good at quickly piercing the skin to release enough blood to cast the spell. And so she still has that one hand on Streffen. And in a quick fluid motion, she bites her thumb, and then flings it out. And more blood than should come out of such like a small nick, travels down the blade and not the blade, it's not unsheathed, the umbrella travels down the umbrella and just bullets towards the shattered image of Amy that is chasing after them. And wherever that center fraction point is of the shattered image is where it hits and just bursts.
Oh man.
Just a rain of suddenly crystallized coagulated blood.
Yeah. And it fractures, almost dusts with the impact. And you hear this the soft like tinkle of almost like glass chimes in the wind as it falls on the ground, like ting 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 ting. The other one is still coming. Hey, Paxton, you want to roll me a D8? Just roll me a D8.
Just a D8.
Just roll me a D8 and add 2 to it.
Okay.
Tell me what it is.
That's an 8.
You rolled an 8 plus 2 is 10.
Yep, I'm rolling hot today.
That was bad. You see 10 creatures have pulled themselves out. So they are farther behind. You got one that in the next turn will probably be in melee. But there's other. But you still got you still have what's his face? Sir Alphonse, and he yells
Corporal Sir Alphonse.
Corporal Sir Alphonse, and he goes, and he says that again. I would like us to pick up the pace a little. And he pulls out his 2 flintlocks and fires them. And he hits the one that's closest. Let's go to the videotape. Oh, that was not the damage that I was hoping for. Yeah.
I mean, if he's a wild card, you can always spend one of his bennies.
I am going to spend a Benny to do it. I'm going to spend one of his bennies. Oh, that's much better. That's a 7. And yeah, the creature, the other one that was close, just like he fires off. And there's a lot of smoke and noise. But the bullets that come out are not. They don't, like, you can see them. They're actually these tiny, almost like will-o-wisp balls of fire that come like shooting at it, and it strikes, and the thing it like melts into the glass, and like thermoshock, the Paxton, no, the Streffen image explodes as well. But as it falls down and falls apart, you do see 10 more of these creatures have pulled themselves up from the ground. Let's do the next stage of this. Streffen, you have a 4. Fuck.
Ooh. I'm gonna actually
Benny.
play my adventure card.
Okay.
Oh,
My adventure card is Get Savage. Your character gets the benefit of any one edge, regardless of requirements, for the rest of this encounter. I'm gonna get the Quick Edge.
hey.
Just draw cards until I get something higher than a 5.
Okay. Then a 4.
Every time I
Jesus.
Hey, let's go.
All right, so you have a king. Amy, you have a fucking 2. Jesus. I shuffled.
Sir.
good, sir. Sir Alphonse has a jack.
What happened to that 8?
I put it on the bottom because you saw it. And I felt like it was
Yeah, it could have been my card because that's what you were drawing it for. I'm mad.
All right, fine. I'll give you the 8
No,
back.
it's okay. I'm salty, not actually upset.
Okay.
No, I think you did the right thing.
And the monsters get a 3. So
Awesome, great. That means that I go last with
right.
my 2
oh my god.
of clubs. The worst card.
It's your turn, Streffen.
Awesome.
Hey, Streffen,
Yeah.
run.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my action to run. My running die is a D4 because I have the slow hindrance.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the right die. There we are.
Running die do not ace.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I mean, I got the 4.
Nice.
Hey, let's go.
So that means I move my full pace plus the
Yep.
yeah.
So
So
you move 8.
Yes.
Because your pace is also penalized, right?
Yes.
Or is it 6 minus 1 or is it just a 4?
My pace is 5 and my run is a D4. So
Oh, so that's a 9.
yeah, I get go 9, which is
Not
not
too shabby.
bad.
All right. So that's a no. Sir Alphonse, Corporal Sir Alphonse, takes off as well. And he's got, his little gecko feet. And he actually jumps onto the ceiling and sticks to the ceiling. And he's got all 4, and it's just like as he scurries in front of you. But he's heading in it's frustrating for him, I think, because he's heading in the direction. He's heading in he still doesn't really know where he's going, so he can't go.
He's just going away from these things.
Yeah, and he's going faster than you, but he's also looking back to make sure that you haven't I think you take a turn and he's like, fuck, and you hear him come back around.
Just
yeah. And he's like,
I imagine it kind of sounds like duck feet running.
Yes.
Because of the material.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Or when you used to take those, if you ever had those sticky hands that you would throw into the wall,
of course.
That's exactly. But it's on a mirror, bap, bap, bap. And so that's what
we only were allowed to throw them onto the mirrors because it would stain the wall.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think
that's why we did on mirrors and ceilings.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you all ever have? So there was this guy, Dr. Fad. Did you all know Dr. Fad or?
I do not know a Dr. Fad.
I'm gonna look it up to make sure that it is in fact Dr. Fad was the. All right, hold on.
Hen Hakuda.
Yeah. Yes.
South Korean-born Japanese-American inventor and television personality.
Oh, he was so
cool. The host of the popular children's invention TV show, The Dr. Fad Show, which ran from 88 to 94.
And it was all about kids who made inventions. That was his whole thing. And he would bring them on. But he invented, with that same material that you had the hands, octopuses that you could throw into the wall and they would walk down the wall.
Yeah.
Except they would stain the fucking shit out of your wall if you did. Anyway. All right. It's the monster's turn. Let's see how fast they catch up. If they catch up. Oh, they got 4s, and then they're running 4 plus 4, and there's that. They have an 8, but you got there. All right, they are, that same sound. Amy, it's your turn. They're not to you yet, but they are coming.
I'm going to run.
All right, you're gonna
But
run.
even if my pace passes Streffen, I'm not going to pass Streffen.
Sure.
So I'm
Sure.
keeping pace with Streffen.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I got exactly the same result. I
All
rolled
right.
a 3.
All right.
So I'm keeping pace with Streffen.
Yep, and you're looking back, and they're all like coming at you. In fact, you see one of that. Like there are more. Actually, can you roll me a D8 this time,
Me?
Jackie? Please. I let
Sure.
+2.
4.
All right, so
6 total.
6 more. So you're just like the hallway is now full of these.
I think Amy catches up with Streffen and keeps pace with him and is like, how much further do we have? Because this is a fucking problem.
We get there when we get there.
Ask me again and I'll turn this car around.
Yeah, and like what can I get a notice roll from you, Amy? Because Streffen, you're too focused on getting out.
I'll gladly give a notice. 4.
Okay, so with a 4, you noticed actually that one of like that some are coming towards you, but actually there's a number of them that are taking their like pointy hands and punching the wall like and shattering the wall, and so now there are copies of copies coming out of the wall, and like it's just like you're watching it is like a broken like a box of glass is just like bearing down on you. All right, here we go.
I've never watched World War Z, but do you guys remember at least the trailers for it? With all of these zombies literally climbing on top of each other frantically, trying to like get up. That imagery haunts me. Something about it is extremely visceral and terrifying and gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
And that is the kind of wave of pursuit that I am imagining from these broken, fucked up versions of ourselves.
Yeah. I feel like there should be a fear check. Don't you think there should be a fear check?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Fair enough.
No. I think so. This is Jackie's psychology.
You're right.
I think right now, because there's still distance, Amy is like, that's real fucked up and is fine.
Okay, fair enough.
But if you want us to roll a fear check, I will.
I'm happy to roll it. I just don't think Amy's scared of it in the same way that I am.
Yeah, no. I'll save the fear check for later. The other fear check.
Awesome, great. When I see my beheaded mother, yeah.
It does sound like, but I do think you understand. Like, have you ever had like broken a mirror and then you like put all that glass into like a box or a brown bag and like you're taking it to the garbage?
Yeah, I know the sound.
That's the sound that is approaching you.
Yeah. It sound. I bet it's cacophonous at this point,
so
just
loud.
with the number of them and the echo within the hallway. I know it was kind of played off as a goof, but does Streffen have any idea how much longer we are going to be in this bullshit?
Streffen would have to spend his turn making a roll.
Okay, then focus on running, bud.
I know.
I know you know, but like.
All right, Streffen, you ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So how does this work? I'm gonna get in.
So when I get a card for initiative, if it is a 5 or lower, I get a new one.
Okay. All right.
For free.
Here's
10.
10.
Great. Nice.
Okay, so Streffen's got a 10. All right, let's see what Amy got. Ooh.
Ace is very nice. Ace is very nice.
Yep.
All right, Sir Alphonse. Ooh.
Also an ace. Let's fucking go.
And then.
Are you sure you shuffled?
And now.
The queen for the shattered.
So you're last this time. I am.
Yep, that puts me last.
I know, I believe you. I'm just joking because we got another double,
Okay, here we go. All right. I believe
Alphonse would go
Alphonse
first
goes
because he got
first.
the ace of spades.
The Ace of Spades.
All right, God, what's he gonna do? He really wants to
Does
run, but he doesn't. But he also understands that any further, like he's so much faster than you. I did not roll well in his running. To like his pace is so. He's a fucking gecko.
Yeah, he's a fucking gecko.
He wishes he were a fucking
He's
gecko.
well established that he is a
That he fucks. Yeah.
personizer. He's a personizer. He fucks.
Yeah.
So nice.
Listen, I'm not going to put any specifics on the kind of people and the gender of the people he goes after. So I went for,
Yeah,
personizer.
for sure.
I think sometimes they're not even people.
my favorite Gaga song.
Yeah.
Personizer, I hardly know her.
Personizer, personizer.
So I will let the two of you decide if you want him to use a thing that will help you a lot, but it will be not available to you all later. I will let you make that decision. It will remove a significant amount of the creatures from this turn. But you won't have
How
that.
close are they?
They are. Well, the 11 that Streffen had, they're probably
10.
10. Sorry, 10. They
Well, plus the first one.
Both of those are gone.
Both of those are dead.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you got them.
Those are probably 25, I would say, maybe 20, because
Okay.
I didn't roll super well on their run. And then the other 6 that you had come in, they are further behind. They're probably at the 35 or 40.
I would say not yet.
Okay. So
my vibe is that as long as we can keep distance or do our best to maintain some degree of distance, I don't think we're going to be able to outrun them. I feel like Ben has an internal clock of the number of turns that it'll take for us to get to where we need to go.
Well, I have the number of successes that you need to make. It's sort of, if it helps.
That's fine. So like I am all that to say there is a goal line.
Mhm.
It is survive this long.
Yeah.
And right now they're not going to be able to reach us and do something in one turn.
No.
So
yet.
I will say not this round is my vote.
All right. So he's gonna just do his move then. He's just gonna skip.
Or he could shoot them because he's so fucking fast and ahead. He could still shoot them.
Good multi-action.
We don't need him to multi-action. He could just go bang bang and then move his normal fast ass pace.
All right, I'll let
That's
him.
true.
It's true. Well, I don't want to be the person who controls it, so I'm happy to let him shoot. He's gonna drop that, or he's gonna spin and still upside down, fire twice. Oh, that was very good, actually. Oh, that was good. He got a 10.
Oh yeah, hit with a raise.
Hit with a raise, which means he gets this.
Hit with the raise.
Oh, that was very good. So that was a 12. And actually you get the whole weird smoke in your face because he's like in front of you, but he's also on top of you, like above you. And
how high up is the ceiling?
It's a high ceiling. Like your head and his head are not touching. Even though he's upside down. Like it's not like he could Toby Maguire you to your
oh god.
like upside down kiss in the rain.
He would get decked.
I mean, he could probably do it if he like just stuck his tail to the top and then dropped down and then opened his mouth delightfully.
Tail too? That's uncomfy.
It's not just his feet, it's just his entire body is covered in a mucousy substance that allows him to stick to things like the sticky hand.
Yeah, like the sticky, like an octopus that walks down. No. And he just bam, and you hear you hear a cacophony of tinkling glass as the things fall to the ground, as he's certainly at least gotten one, and he's like, I would like to also know how much fucking longer we have. And it is your turn, Amy.
So I'm going to hold my turn until after Streffen.
Fair enough. It is
Nice.
it is their turn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how close they get. Oh, that was a lot of speed right there.
And then a thing to remember, Paxton, if you multi-action run and do something, the run does not experience the -2.
Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
doing something.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because
Yeah.
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 With their pace and what I rolled, 2 of them are up on you right now. And so
They're in Malay?
they are in melee, and they're actually going to multi-action, and
Ooh.
Remember, they have a -2 because of our protection,
and a -2
and then a
defense
-2
too.
from the multi-action.
Yep.
So,
But they also have a +1 for gang up.
hold.
Don't they have
Is,
+1?
is there more than 2 of them?
No. Don't they get a +1?
Because we're standing right next to each other, and that
Yeah,
would
there's 2 of us and 2 of them.
Oh, I was imagining Paxton slightly in front of you as you lean back, but that's cool. No, that's fine.
We're in melee range of each other. I don't know if
That
because I have to be. I'm touching him
right. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
consensually and on his back and platonically and all that shit.
That makes
Absolutely.
that makes sense. All right, so they're at a -4.
Uh-huh.
Oh well, let's see if I can.
Wild attack is a thing. If you want to do that, that would give you +2 to attack, +2 to damage, but it would make them vulnerable, which would give me a +2 later on.
I know.
I'm just trying. It's been a minute since I've played.
Oh, fair enough. No, the movement of getting on you was up on you is pretty whatchamacallit, pretty like they don't have, they're running on like almost 2-dimensional legs if you think about it. They more like ice skate towards you, and they just take these wild swings, and they don't even come close to you. I rolled very poorly, and I don't want to use my thing yet. So, but they do hit the wall, and the walls crack again. Like, and you see this like super long crack going all the way down one wall as they miss you. It is now your turn. Either you can use your turn, Amy, or Streffen can take his turn.
Streffen, you can go first.
Okie dokie. I am going to multi-action. I'd like to do a navigation roll, probably.
Yeah.
So with the multi-action penalty, this notice is with a -4, I believe.
Yeah.
Come on. Just one time. Big money, no whammies. Oh, can I do math? I'm gonna spend a penny.
Okay.
Come on, bigger money, no whammy.
I can't tell if that's a good cackle or a bad one.
Well, 8 plus 7 is 15.
Jesus.
-4. So that's
Success
still
with a
only
raise. Hey, that's still impressive.
And this was your whatchamacallit? Your
yeah, this was my notice.
Okay.
Notice to navigate.
You know that feeling when you are coming to the end of a tunnel, but you don't see the end of a tunnel yet? There's just that, like, the light changes or the pressure changes, like when you're in a car and you know that it's coming up and you don't quite know why you know. That's the feeling you're getting. Like, you're getting close to the exit of this place. You're not there yet, but maybe it's like how the like weird luminescence of this room is reflecting, and maybe because like that there's like a non-reflective surface that you're getting onto this door.
Yeah.
The end of the hallway is less green.
Yeah.
Because mirrors are green.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
you're
not
an amazing sentence, I think.
Yeah.
Almost there, and I'm gonna keep running. And I've just been rolling a wild die on by habit. You do wild die when running. Oh, are we frozen? No.
Jackie was just holding their form very well.
I was just like, oh no.
I
You
don't.
do roll wild dice with running, but they don't ace, right?
Yes,
I
that is
don't
true.
know.
Okay. In that case, my wild die did hit a 6, so I can go 11 total
Wow.
inches on
Hang
the map.
on. It just says that you roll your running die. Like,
Mm.
hang on.
Hang on.
The running die is
hang on.
random. Does not ace. It doesn't say that it
Yeah,
is.
a wild card. I'm looking too. Because it's not. Is it technically a trait roll? Because trait rolls do. Or is it just a?
No.
I think you're just.
I think it is just the one die. This is, I think, the one situation where you roll just the one die.
Yeah.
I think.
That there was a thing.
Let me look it up. I mean, I'm comfortable for now. They're not being.
I'm checking forums now.
Who finds innocent bystander?
Hey, stop! Hey, stop!
Hey.
Sorry, the cat was trying to bite my cord.
Hey, stop it. um.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have litigated this once before.
I mean, I am comfortable now, just being like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. When I when I rolled my running die, I did not roll a wild die. It was just my d6 running.
Like,
because like if the wild die is a thing for the running die, what's the point of the penalty to your running die?
That's fair. Although you could
that
because you can't ace on the running. That is the only reason why I don't think that it is. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna look at it.
I can't find anything specific. Oh, I can do something else real quick to check it. Actually, hang on.
Because running speed is a trait, and you always roll the wild die with trait rolls.
Did you know that what killed Macho Man Randy Savage was a car crash?
Anyway.
Sorry, that actually.
No, I didn't know that.
That actually came up in my search when I typed in running die, wild die, Savage died. And that
it is just the one die.
Oh.
It is just the one.
It is your pace plus 1d, whatever your running die is.
Okay, sounds good to me.
And I know this because I went to one of the Roll20 games that I have that has the Savage Worlds character sheet, and I hit the pace roll, and it is just the singular die.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I need to remember that one of these days. In that case, I rolled a 3, which puts me at 8 for my for this run.
Okay.
Not too shabby, honestly.
All right, your turn.
Yeah, not bad.
My turn. How many are in the immediate vicinity?
2 are up on you.
2 are up on me. Okay. I am going to multi-action.
Oh no. I mean, good.
I'm okay if it like doesn't work, but it's also like I'm going to do 3 actions.
What?
I'm going to swing twice, one per thing, while attacking on both. So it's only at a -2 to hit. And then I am going to be running for my third,
Wow.
regardless of how those swings go.
Okay.
So I am rolling at a -2, but if I hit the damage, will be at a +2, and I am going to be vulnerable for the next round.
Yeah.
I think it's until the end of my next turn,
Mm-hmm.
or the start of my next turn. Regardless, I hope I go before them so I cannot be vulnerable anymore. Web!
Deleted. Web just deletes you.
Let me open this for you. What do you got zoomies for? What is this? What are these zooms? There you go. Okay, so first attack. Guy number 1. I have a +1. Oh, I forgot. I have +1 to hit with my sword, so it'll be only at a -1. That's delightful.
Delightful.
Where is my fighting die? There it is. Okay. Swing number 1. No, that's a miss. Swing number 2. Probably also a miss. I imagine a 3 doesn't hit, does it? Nope. Okay. Swing, miss, and then I'm running. I got a 7, which means I'm 1 square behind Streffen.
Oh no. Okay. Let's pull it out again. Ready? Here we go.
Raising!
I don't know what you're talking about.
The cards! The cards we're pulling out.
Can somebody explain to me what Jackie is concerned about?
You have a queen.
Queen for Streffen.
Yes.
I wish I had a queen.
Ace. Let's
Ace.
go.
King.
Hell yeah. Okay. Draw bad. Draw bad. Draw bad.
Come on, Joker.
Joker. Come on, Joker.
King or
Boo! Fucking hell.
You know, you could always spend a penny to redraw the card if you want.
No, I'm spending them for when it gets worse. This isn't even like. No. All right, your turn.
So it's me, Gecko, Streffen, then them, right?
Yep.
yeah.
I think again I'm gonna hold my turn till after Streffen. Because I'm trying to keep pace with Streffen. I don't need to go before him.
Yep. No, he's gonna. This guy's gonna. Oh, that's fair. Gecko's taken off. He's like, fuck. He's like, ah. And he rolled a. God, he rolled a. You see him like stumble and bump, but he's like he's like you see him start like taking off like dum, 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 and he like hits a wall and fuck, and then like turns left and fuck, and you like he's there's a lot of I'm making it seem like it's a hallway, but there's a lot of turning and turning and turning. Oh wait, Streffen or Paxton, can you roll me a D8 please?
Oh yeah, sure. I would love to. Come
You
on.
get another 8, I swear to God. And don't say, well, it's a 7.
Good news. It's a 2.
All right, so 4
Thank you.
more. Although these are bigger, like because what you have started to notice is the ones that are broken, their shards get picked up by the other ones along it. So like, so they're even worse and messier, and they're tougher. These are tougher. All right, it's your turn.
No, I'm worse.
It's your turn, Streffen.
Yes, it is.
You had an 8 last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have...
Or I got a raise.
You had an 8, I got a 7.
Oh,
I was 1 case behind. Yeah.
This is how much we have left.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you can run twice.
No, you can only run once.
You can only run once. So I'm not getting distracted thinking of a pun for that.
Unless you have diarrhea.
Diarrhea is
sorry,
the number 3 and the number 4.
Any kind of multi-action is even valuable.
Number 3 is diarrhea. Number 4 is also diarrhea.
Oh, Jesus. What's your pace, by the way, Paxton? What's your pace?
I hope that kid has a very good.
My pace is a 5.
Okay.
My running die is a D4.
Okay. No,
I
that's
have the slow hindrance.
Yeah. No, I'm just figuring out how much is left.
Gotcha.
Because you're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're moving, even if you're doing something like you're still going your pace.
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide if I even have something useful I can do that would be worth multi-actioning. The problem is that I'm just a big nerd. So I think I'm just gonna keep running.
And running.
That's another 4. Holy crap.
Let's fucking go.
Great. So that's a 9.
All right, so you turn the corner and you see the door, and the door is like 12 feet. Like it's barely like you know that with like a couple stumbling more steps, you're gonna make it through. And you actually see like Alphonse, and he's like leaning, he's like hanging from the ceiling by his tail, and he's like he's got like lock picks, and he's like fiddling with the door handle, and he's like, "Come on, you fucking bastards, hey, come on!" And it's your turn, Amy.
Great. I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
I have no reason to do anything else because hopefully they won't catch up, and if they do, they'll be at major penalty to hit me. So major penalty. Another 1 on this running die. Stop it. So that's a 7, which means I'm falling behind Streffen
by 2.
I'm now
3 behind him.
A total of 3 behind.
Yeah.
Which, like, Amy's okay with, honestly, because she would rather get hit than Streffen. She's okay with being that last line of defense.
Okay, well, if I roll...
What's gonna happen? Am I gonna die? Oh no, that might already happen anyways.
If I roll...
Wars, we're doing this for you. Don't you dare die.
Okay, so I rolled a 6. So 3 of them are up on you.
Okay.
And they're gonna take their, like, little action with their attack.
Their little action.
Total -4.
And
hit.
I rolled a 0. And so
I mean, if you need to know in case it does blow up at any point, my parry is 7.
I know your parry. Yeah. No, I have.
Okay.
I know what
I also like when I'm playing D&D, I like to give the GM my passive perception, my passive insight, and my AC, so they don't have to constantly ask me.
That's fair. No, I have your stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I missed.
I'm setting my vigilance at a 6 for this scene.
Yeah.
I'm taking my active roll for vigilance.
Yeah. Like my reroll. I got a B rank. All right, so they missed. They're just like scrambling and cutting and scrambling. All right, so let's see what we got.
I imagine it's a horrendous flailing of arms. Again, in that Shutter stop and go imagery.
Yeah, just you know,
I keep on imagining them like intersecting with each other and refracting through one
Oh,
another.
that's hot. That's so good.
You know, I mean, the most disquieting thing of it is not only do you see your own face attacking you, but as the blades come towards you, like you're seeing your own face trying to cut you. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing this and you know, hello, Suki.
That's anime as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one shot in the anime where in the opening sequence where they're about to get impacted and it's supposed to show like the intensity of the moment and their and their feelings.
It's just cats fucking galore. Anyway.
Hey Ben, where's your cats?
Well, they were in the background messing with the window at one point.
No. Oh, hell yeah.
No, one of them's just sleeping right there. Hello, my bed. It's just there. It's like it has.
Let me hold you and love you, Web, please.
See, it's sleeping.
Please.
It's fine.
Web, please.
Web is like I do not appreciate this physical contact.
He does not enjoy being held.
I am not consenting to this. All right.
He was pushing my head up.
Here we go. Last pull before this door gets open.
We need a joker.
All right.
Okay, Queen's really good. Why does
Queen
it look
for-
like a
okay.
female vision? That's fine.
Queen for Streffen.
Another queen for Streffen.
I was like,
No, 7 for
7 for Amy.
For Amy.
Okay.
9
9 for Gecko.
For Gecko, and 3 for the God damn it, 3 for the monsters. All right,
That's
so
fine.
Streffen, it's your turn. The
Yep.
gecko you're at the door, and the geckos is like trying. Corporal Sir Alphonse is like, bloody fucking door, like, and he can't quite get this lock. There, you see now, there's like a big, beautiful, ancient looking padlock on this door, and he's doing his best.
Quick, does anybody have a master lock in their pocket? I've heard that's really good for
You
opening
just like
other master
slam
locks.
it.
Or 2 wrenches. 2 wrenches is also very good. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anybody have an empty milk gallon? Or anyway, I'm gonna run.
Or
to
we
get
can-
the rest of the way up to him.
Okay, into the door.
I mean, you said I was still like
Yeah, about 12 feet. You don't actually have to
Yeah.
run. You're like less than a full. Like if your pace is a 5, it's only 4 pace. You don't even need to run.
okay,
12.
perfect.
Yeah, oh God, my brain doesn't do feet to inches,
I do.
Okay.
yards in this, so
I said it's
Gotcha.
12. I
Yeah,
said it's
it's-
12 yards, but that's still.
that's
No, it's about 4 yards. So it's about 4 yards, not so. 4,
Okay,
it's a
4 yards, not 12 feet.
right,
Okay.
about 16. Yes.
So in that case, I can just slow down to my pace.
Yep.
And I guess I can try to roll a support to help
Sure.
Sir Alphonse.
Yeah.
Can I argue for
oh no.
Oh my god! I hope it catches up. Like,
Oh, no.
Oh, Paxton.
Oh no.
Paxton's
and we'll see if I can raise magical difficulty might be having, or would you rather I do something like common knowledge to? I guess I could.
You
roll
did it
and
again,
trade
bud.
theory.
We got none of that.
You froze. You said, "Can I?" And then it was like, he's an animal, so maybe he's an animal. Like that's what I heard. Like
I heard medical knowledge and common knowledge, and I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
If
no, it was
Oh,
it was
God.
mechanical knowledge, and then,
oh yeah, that definitely makes more sense than medical
Yeah.
knowledge.
But I didn't.
I'd like
hear-
to do a healing roll on the lock.
Oh my god! Can you try saying what you said again? You said
Yeah.
I would argue, and then it just went away.
Yeah. Short version. I would like to roll occult for this, in case the lock has magic.
Oh sure, go ahead, give me that roll.
But if that's not applicable, I am willing to roll a different skill.
Yeah, cold roll sounds awesome to me.
Awesome. Suki, you are sitting right where my dice are supposed to go.
Then roll them elsewhere.
Okay.
Is
I'll roll them
Suki from
around you.
Brooklyn? Is like Suki from Brooklyn?
Suki is Roz from Monsters Inc.
Hello.
You know,
I'm
watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Yeah. I rolled a 9.
All right,
Nice.
great. Nice. So with your 9, yeah, you're gonna give him a bonus. Let's see. All right. He's-
Awesome. So that
A
should
9
be
is a +2,
plus 2 bonus.
unless there were hidden difficulties that we were unaware of.
Mm. Oh, it'd be great if I didn't use an Orpheus die. But
No, that just means that it's all 1, 2, or 3, right?
but both of his dice aced.
Hell yeah.
So
Gonna make that lock as bitch.
Yep, the lock pops open with your help. Like you see that there's some like magical stuff, and you're like, "Hey, like there," and he's like, "Oh, I know, and he like, he's like appreciates it, but he also sort of hates you. And the lock pops open. The door.
No. We played the adventure card. He doesn't hate us. He could just hate me. Streffen's fine.
No.
Hate
But
me
he
today.
hates you in this moment where he's like, he's got like he thinks he's got it. He doesn't think he needs your help, and yet you're being there for helpful. The door swings open, whoosh, and you get that same sort of just wall of white light, and he just goes, "Go!" and he pushes you, Streffen, forward into through the
He
white
just
light.
pushes me in.
Yeah, just like slaps you open. Nope, slaps you forward, and then swings himself in. Um,
It's my turn.
What does that mean? What does it mean to slap me open?
Just hits you.
Um,
He just hits you, and your flesh just falls off.
Womp
Ah,
womp.
I hate it. Okay, is it my turn?
It
Can we
is.
move past this
Yes,
Freudian slip or whatever the fuck we want to call it?
I like to call it a stroke. No, like
A Freudian stroke.
Sir, you know you're not supposed to mess with those. And you want to know how I know you know? Because the second I call attention to it, you leave it alone. Oh, fucker. All right, I'm running. Oh my god, hey Tucker. All right, I got a 4 on my running die. That puts me at a 10.
I think you actually have one more to go because you were 3 behind. So
I was 3 behind.
Yeah, and so he was. Yeah, I think you got one, and then he moved his full.
Wait,
I was 3 behind. So my 10 minus 3 would put me at 7, which would put me at where he
That
was.
was.
Same
So-
And
number.
7 would be enough.
But
So
no,
I make
7
it.
7 puts you at right the precipice. They get one if depending on what I roll, they get 1 crack as you run away.
Oh,
Because
Okay.
I think that's how the math
because
works.
I only made it through because Alphonse pushed me.
Alphonse
Is that what
pushed
you're
you.
saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You made it to the
That's
precipice.
fine.
But I rolled a fucking 1, so they don't get anywhere near you. They
Got
are
it wrong.
I mean, draw the cards. They might go before me.
no. I rolled a 1. They. Oh, it's true. It's true. All right. So you
The
have
new
a
round.
jack,
Oh.
and they have a jack.
Oh, but mine's better.
Yeah, but you have the jack of hearts. So you both.
I'm gonna flip them off as I go through the door and close it.
Turn around and yell the double
No,
deuce.
it's just like double deuces. Just like bye.
falling in. You both experience that stomach churning upside down feeling as you cross this threshold. And I think with that we're gonna take a break because we've
Ooh.
just made it through this. Oof. Sorry.
Good God, that was extremely tense, and Streffen, Paxton, thank you so much for casting protection. I don't know if they would have hit me anyways, but it felt so much nicer having it.
I really like the comfort of knowing that we're using all the protection possible. You
Yeah.
know?
All right. Well, we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Be right back.
Bye.
Viewers.
Oh my God. Yeah, we gumping all over the place, Tucker.
Tucker, I hardly know her.
I just fucking love no context coming back from break and we're on whatever.
I know that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the 3 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
You didn't expect to have to deal with high school kids during your game, did you?
No, that's just my normal life. So you
I haven't been a high
all.
school kid in 10 years. Anyway,
Oh, Jesus Christ! I haven't been a high school kid in.
in 50 years, we know, Ben, you're
I'm coming.
It's been 84 years.
Right.
it's been one
cu-
week since you looked at me.
I'm coming up on my 25th high school reunion.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I think that's right.
Have you ever gone to one of those?
Oh, sure. I mean, you have to remember, I went to a very small school. There were 26 kids. No, there were 52 kids in my graduating class.
Jesus.
And GPA wise, I was 26, right in the middle. You also have to remember, like, I was a substitute teacher there for 2 years. My wife also went to that same high school, even though she was 2 years older than me. We applied to have my kid go there, and they waitlisted him. Fuck those guys. Anyway, like, I'll never go back. Yeah, they don't need that. All right, so the three of you tumble ass over elbows, middle fingers to the law, as you.
Middle fingers to the Lord.
No, it's middle fingers to
you
the
know-
law. That's the line. It's not to the Lord. I always thought it was middle fingers to the Lord, but it turns out it's middle fingers to the law.
Why can't it be both?
Because it's not, because you probably wouldn't, like, in traditional rap, you're not gonna, like, finger the Lord. Oops. Sorry. Hold up. That's not what I meant.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, we make it through the door.
You make it
All of
through the
us.
door. You make it through the door.
We make it through the door.
Mm-mm.
Why are you shaking your finger at me? You were the one that fucked up.
So the three of you tumble into this room, all asses and elbows, and it swings shut behind you. Luckily, there's no glass creatures following you, so the three of you are there, and you.
I think fuck.
I'll give you both a Benny back for doing such a good job and, like, handling that
Thank you so
particularly well. Oof. And if you remember from Amy, what do you remember from what I and by Amy I mean Jackie? What do you remember that I said about this room? I remember the room, but do you remember, or Streffen or Paxton? Do you remember what he said?
Let me see. Blah blah blah.
Shifty hallways, room of doorways.
Yeah, that's right.
We need the fifth one from the ceiling.
Yep, that's right.
Go notes.
Right.
One of the unspoken benefits of being the note taker is that very often in games, if I'm the one to provide the recap, I am then rewarded with inspiration or a Benny.
Yeah, you are correct.
This is not one of those games. You don't often Benny me for taking notes, which is fine. But it's a boon in other games.
It is a boon in this game. No, I remember. Yes, this is in fact the room of doors and doorways. It is a room with, you know, that sort of stereotypical, archetypal, keep type doors where it's like, or walls where it's like big chunks, like big thick rocks that have been, like, you know, used, that has had like masonry. Meow. So you have those sort of walls, these like big, block walls, and it's domed. So the whole room is it's a dome room, and there are doors all over. It's a big dome. You're probably talking a 40 foot ceiling. So you have a much bigger door, and there are just doors everywhere. And at each door, there's a tiny landing sticking out that's probably wide enough for two people, like one person to step to like stand on. But it also gets progressively more curved as you're going up. And
does the dome have like an oculus, or is it?
It actually has, like, at its moment of at its apex.
Covered?
Yeah, at its apex, you also see another door.
Okay, yeah,
and
hell yeah.
And so you look over and you see him counting. You see Corporal Sir Alphonse counting, and he's like, 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's the one right there. And he points to a door. It's got it's almost like a light tiki color, like a stained. It's got a one of those circular pull handles. So it doesn't have like a doorknob that turns, but one of those like cold ring metal rings that you pull out. And he says, "Oh, this is the simple part." And he starts walking to the wall, and he's just like, "Whip, whip, whip."
Do you have a fucking rope?
And he looks and he goes, "Why would I have a rope?"
Do either of us look like we can stick to a wall, like a piece of gum?
Uh, uh, that's not. He says, uh, he says, and he looks at you and says, "Well, I didn't bring a rope. I don't need one."
Do you know where the other doors go?
Oh, and he says, "Oh, you don't want to open the house." But I don't know. No, afraid not.
Okay.
Um,
How far apart are these door landings?
um,
Could one conceivably navigate from landing to get to the indicated correct door?
absolutely.
Parkour.
Yep, through a series of athletic or like agility rolls, some strength maybe. Yeah, like it is definitely.
Hey there, Paxteroni.
Yeah.
If I were to boost any one particular skill or die, which would you recommend between athletic strength or agility?
Oh boy.
With a minimum of one die type increase.
Well, they're all D4s for me. So,
Wunderbar.
uh, probably athletics because skills tends to be used more actively. So we're more likely to roll that more often.
I'm not going to hold this boost trait. It is for the
Hmm.
situation specifically.
Okay,
So,
so yeah, just
I guess the question then is, Ben, would any of the offered dice roll have any penalties? Like sometimes, like grappling is you can use athletics or strength at a -2 kind of situation.
I'll say this: it will get progress at first turn. No, because they're pretty much flush. As you go on, and you are hanging more, it's going to be difficult to learn. Yep, that's a word.
Yeah, but I don't mean as like difficulty increase. I just mean as the roll itself. There's no difference, no
okay.
penalties.
No,
Okay.
there's a lot of different ways to do this.
Yeah.
Is it just doors in the room?
Uh,
Nothing else?
so far, so good.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you could make a roll.
Yeah.
Any of you could make rolls.
Can I make a notice roll to see if,
Oh.
like, just to see if I can notice anything that might be helpful?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doing that then, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! 8 aced twice into a 3 for a 19.
I'll also say that with a 19, because that's such a good roll, you will also
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You notice that while the wall appeared like the walls appeared to be like relatively smooth over time, they're actually a lot when the closer you get, when you there is a lot of um divots and whatnot in the walls, so that if you wanted to, you could use an experienced climber or just a person willing to make the climb that way. It probably wouldn't be quite as there'd be mechanically there will be more of a negative to it, but there may be a bonus to it as well. Like you could use those holds there to climb up.
Okay.
You also know that there are keys in every lock. In every door. There's a key in every lock in every door.
That's interesting.
So what's
If I am elected president, I will put a key in every lock.
And a child.
Yeah,
in,
I think
a child in every bed.
Amy is
I
going
don't
to
like that.
boost Streffin's
Don't like-
athletics.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because I personally associate that more with the concept of climbing. Paxton, are you frozen?
How long does that last for? Oh, hello.
Yep.
Oh, hello, welcome back.
Hi, I'm back. How long does the boost last?
Out of combat, it's kind of wobbly because it's technically the boost trait only lasts for 5 rounds.
Gotcha.
But you have Ben has been extremely generous previously, and I'm not applying anything to me. This is just a Streffen.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this is a dramatic task.
Hmm.
And what's the hard dramatic task one again? I can't ever remember. It's like 8 and 3 or something like that. To the thing.
Not Let me quick question. Is my casting of the spell part of the dramatic task rolls?
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. Then I'm not going to spend my penny and I'll just eat the PowerPoint lost for the failed casting.
Hmm.
Okay, that's a 5. We'll take that. So your athletics is increased to die type.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
I think I think when the boost lower trait fades, whatever mark has been left on the skin just also kind of like sinks into the skin and fades away.
Yeah.
So whatever symbol she had drawn on his forehead previously for the sneak boost is gone now.
Hmm.
I am going to real quick spend a Benny to get 5 power points back though. That's a thing, right?
Hmm?
It's
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this.
Hang on.
Oh.
So in this instance, like it's always her right hand because she's right-handed. So her poor thumb has just like a bunch of very faint marks.
Oh. Scarred up.
It's like in the honestly for boost and lower trait, it's probably the equivalent of the kind of prick that a diabetic has to do for the blood measuring and everything.
Mhm.
So like it's the most minimal thing possible. But she'll be like, hold still, and then like prick her finger and then draw another symbol on Streffen's forehead. And God, I think I don't have any specific symbols in mind. I just know that they're different symbols depending on its application. I imagine the feeling of it though is that like a warmth spreads from the point of contact, and after you do a lot of physical exercise and you're still kind of feeling that workout high and your muscles and body just feels like really warm and loose, I think that feeling washes over Streffen, and his athletics is increased.
Some endorphins going in this boy.
Okay. So this is a challenging task for 2 people. You have 3 rounds to get 6 successes.
6.
Okay. We should theoretically be able to do that.
Yes.
Don't say that.
Mm-hmm. There are multiple ways to do it, and he can help you if you ever want to call on what's his face. One time I will let you call on Sir Alphonse, and he can do something.
Like I'm.
Yeah.
I just don't like the vagueness of something. But that's my own issues with uncertainty.
He'll be able to be helpful.
I do think
he'll be able to be helpful.
I think Amy is going to follow behind Streffen again. Just as one of those things where it's like he's not as physically into it, even though right now our athletics are the same die type. She just has it in like her role in part is protection and safety of Streffen. And so that means being behind him to catch him in case he falls kind of situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's going to let him go first.
All right. Are you taking the landings and the doors, or are you taking the walls and the divots?
Oh boy. That is a question for real.
What can we know the penalty difference?
Sure. The divots will be a -2.
So, Paxton,
So
I think you should take
probably
the
gonna take-
landings.
I'm probably gonna take the landings.
Okay.
Paxton, do you think you could
That does feel like
pull the keys while you do it? Just like boop, as you go along. Asking for a friend.
this feels like a trap.
This
I-
feels like a trap.
I'm going
Honestly,
to
actually,
no, I'm joking.
do it.
I don't.
Do what you think is best.
I mean,
Right.
Amy could feel like it's a trap and be like, "Yo, we should pull those fucking keys."
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it feels like the kind of thing that is either very smart to do or very dumb. First, let's see if I can even make any progress on
Sure.
this path. Come on. Ooh, wild die aced into another ace. Into a 3. That puts me at 15, which is
Yeah.
2 raises.
Wow. So you're already halfway there.
Halfway
Moving on
there.
So what does it look like when you're climbing up these like landings to,
So I guess the question is, are these like lined up perfectly in even rows?
I think if
or are
that-
they kind of offset from each other?
They're definitely more offset to each other. But remember, because this room is a dome, like each one gets a little more curved
Yeah.
and a little more curved and a little steeper. And like as you're like pulling on, like I think at some point you have to like grab a door handle so you're not, like there's a lot of
Uh-huh.
But halfway up you're doing a great job. Like Amy,
Yeah.
the boost that Amy gave you feels like you could be doing this forever.
Absolutely. And I'm absolutely just like grabbing keys and sticking them in my pocket.
Good. That's a good idea. Because as soon as you put your first foot on that first landing, right, as you're getting, the one that's almost flush with the ground, there is this slow, but then building and building it until it's almost cacophonous as each of the keys starts jingling, like in the lock.
Oh, Lord.
Is it every single key in the room or just the key of the landing that he hits?
Every single key in the room, and it's just like
I
bouncing
hate
off
this
the
so
walls.
much. My anxiety is at a 2,000.
As you and here's the thing. I need what's your parry again? Well, actually, never mind. I don't need to know a parry because this.
My parry?
Uh-huh.
It's a 5.
Okay. What's your oh, okay.
Range defense is always a 4 unless you got dodge.
There we go.
Yep.
And you don't have dodge, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I do not.
Oh, it misses. Let me roll another
Ooh.
one. Oh,
What is it?
That one misses
What
too.
is it? What is it?
I got one more.
Ben!
Okay, that
Ben!
one. So, what
Ben,
happens
stop
is
bullying me.
so you make it to the second level, and then there is this and followed by a thump as 3
All of the
keys
keys.
have from the other ones have shot out from their
Jesus
doors,
Christ.
and they embed dunk 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 right in the door next, like as by your head. Dunk dunk dunk
What is
dunk.
this Harry Potter bullshit?
At least they're not flying around. That's
no.
how you know it was created by turf.
Yeah, and they just like sink into the door next to you. Just so you know, I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 2. I rolled really badly as these 3 keys miss you but lucky for you,
Right.
I will say that
Amazing.
with your 3 successes, you made it up. You're like hanging back, right? You're not at the full turn yet. Amy, it's your turn.
I just love the timid return. Amy, it's your turn.
Let's see how you do.
Okay, Jackie, you just need to roll as well as I did.
Are you gonna take the door?
Don't put that on me.
Are you gonna take the door or the wall?
I have 2 important questions, Ben.
Yes.
1. What is the material of these keys?
Metal.
Does it vary? Metal? Cool.
Brass, metal,
2.
it does. Yeah.
2. After Streffen stops moving, are the keys still rattling? Is the threat still there?
I mean, there are a lot more doors. There are a lot more doors.
I know. No. I just mean like I'm just trying to determine through just general observation
those
that
particular
if it is a like response to the specific stimuli of touching those ledges, or if it is just we entered a threshold and now it's active. Period.
Give me a common knowledge.
Common knowledge. I'm not smart.
Common knowledge.
I barely know her. No, what? Common knowledge her. I barely know her.
Aced into a 3, that's a 9.
Yeah,
Hell
you've been around. You've seen how traps have been around. Like you've seen your thing.
Been around.
And so
I've been around up and over.
I think you realize that it's more like it's more touch activated than
Okay.
like the fact that Streffen took the ledges seems to let them know that like this is where he is. Yes.
Okay. So now I'm stuck with the gamble of a harder roll, but a safer result because I can't get attacked, or potentially 3 keys coming at me.
Not necessarily 3 keys, an amount of keys. Yes.
I did say potentially.
Yeah.
Again, this is me working with active knowledge. Amy has no particular idea if it is a predetermined number, if it's equivalent to the number of ledges you land on, or if it's just random.
It's true. There's the choice, right? The harder roll, but probably not being shot by keys. It's almost like Ben Hatton made a trap.
That is so crazy. Here's another thing about Amy. While she doesn't necessarily have the overconfidence hindrance, she's very self-assured. She's gotten close to death, but nothing's killed her yet, you know?
Yeah. Hey, me too.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What can I say? But hey, yo. Anyway, don't sue me, Disney.
An interesting question. And you can say, I don't know, like I wouldn't know, or you can give me an answer. But would rolling stealth affect the trap? Like sneaking, like tiptoeing on the little platform? Like, okay.
Like one toe apiece? You won't know.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't think you can know.
And then the handholds or like the crevices, are they placed in a spot like, because falling is a big concern. And is there a clear path with the wall grips that would occasionally cross over some of these landings? So if I were to slip, I would have the opportunity to catch myself on one of them.
I will say that you will always have the opportunity to catch yourself.
Okay. Last question, and then I will actually do something. I'm so sorry. I know it's a big room. I know there's a lot of keys. I know it's a lot of doors. How many are on a level that without hitting any of the platforms, I could pick the keys out of the holes? Just like on that base level, if I were to go around in a circle.
Fuck it. Let's roll some dice. 82. No. Like it's probably like 20, 23, 24 to a level, 2 dozen.
Honestly, she's Before she climbs, she's going to clear out that bottom row of keys. She's just going through, just being like, because it's like,
That's fair.
it's not going to keep it from happening just because I know there are more doors. But it makes me feel better.
Sure. You know,
Plus, I might have a use for the keys later. Who knows?
Yeah, you take out all these keys. Your pockets are just like jingle jangled, like just like you have a full pockets full of coins.
Jingle jangle.
And I mean, you do notice that they don't, and you notice this as well, Streffen. Once like when you pull them out, and the ones that have embedded themselves, and the ones that are in your pockets as well, they don't move. The keys themselves are inert.
Yeah, it's the doors reacting.
It's the doors,
which was
yeah.
So she doesn't keep them in her pockets. She just leaves it in a pile on the floor.
Sure.
The door. They like to say hello, hello.
Hello.
I love that song. In a space.
Yeah. I think Amy's going to take the safer role with the danger of getting hit by who knows how many keys.
All right, give me that roll.
Gonna give you that roll.
Except that if it's the doors, I think it's actually hello, I love you. Don't you tell me? Yeah.
Hello.
That's the doors.
Boo. You lose bennies for that joke. No.
Oh, come on.
Hello, I love you. Won't you tell me
Your name.
Oh no, what happened?
I've used all my bennies because I can't roll for shit.
Oh, I thought you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Okay, I aced twice on my wild die into a 4 for a total of 16.
That's 3.
It cost me all of my bennies because I rolled a 1 and a 2 and then a 1 and a 3.
Okay, so man, both of you used all your. Oh man, you got. Okay, well let's see how many dice come your ways.
I have a Benny left.
Okay, that's good.
I have 2 bennies.
I'm going to spend a Benny.
You gave me one.
Okay, all right. Let's see. All right, so I'm rolling to see how many keys. I rolled to see how many keys came your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I rolled a 6. Let's see how many of these dice and these coins hit you. Okay. Oh nope, that's it. Okay, so that hit you, and that hit you, and that hit you, and that hit you, and those did not hit you. Okay.
So 4 hit me?
Uh-huh.
Did any hit with a raise?
No.
Cool.
Oh boy,
my toughness is 7.
Yep. Okay.
2 of which is armor.
Okay.
I don't know if these keys have armor piercing.
You said your toughness is a 7?
7.
So that's a 6. So that one didn't hit you. Didn't bust your toughness.
Not even shook.
That one's an 8.
That's a shooketh.
Yep. Alright. Nope, that's an Orpheus die. That's a 7.
That's a wound.
Yep. And that's an 8.
That's another wound.
So
I am wounded too now. But we made that threshold. We made it, bitch.
So I will give you an option.
Uh-huh.
To use Alphonse. And here's my options.
Okay.
If you let Alphonse you don't take those 2 wounds, he will not be in the next stage to help you.
Here is a question. Do I have to make that decision now, or can I try to heal myself first?
Oh, Jackie.
And I'm okay if it's like a now or never kind of devil's bargain.
I think it's a now or devil's bargain. You could still roll to heal. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just guaranteeing you that you don't have the wounds.
I don't. Amy would not make this choice. So Paxton.
Come on.
Would Streffen insist help?
Go get it, Welzo.
Or like what is Streffen's reaction to Amy getting just like stabbed with keys. I imagine like it's one in each shoulder,
Yeah,
just
like
for
it's
dramatics.
right in your back, like bah,
Of course it
ah,
is.
ah, but you're like hanging, you're
Ugh.
pulling yourself up.
I think Streffen would want to get.
Oh no! God damn it! What the fuck is happening, Paxton? What is happening?
Let's see if we
Where the
can.
hell I think? Like, no. Oh, we're frozen.
Yep,
Are we
You're back.
unfrozen?
you're
You're
back.
back.
God damn it!
Like
Like
it was.
I start talking and I see neither of you are moving, and I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah.
Wait, what did you
Okay.
say? I think you said. I think Pat. I
What
think,
does Streffen want?
I think Streffen would, and then.
Yeah, let's use Alphonse's help. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm.
Let's save PowerPoints. This guy
There-
isn't helping anyway.
Alphonse gonna help.
He shot
He
something.
did. He showed us the right door. I
That's
knew fifth
true.
from the top, but I didn't know which top or which fifth. So
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's
not going
true.
to like.
Yeah.
He was useless. He was helpful in the last area. He was helpful-ish in this area. He's been helpful-ish.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, I don't think this is my choice or Amy's choice. This is Paxton / Streffen's choice.
Okay.
So you.
Thanks for pushing that on. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. So you see these. So like Streffen, you see, you hear more than see these, the like, thump, 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 as these keys fire out from the doors that they're in, and you know, like you can just see them trailing these like, it's like watching like arrows fly the way or darts, and you know that they're going to hit Amy, and they're gonna hit hard. You saw how far they went into the wood, and then moving so much faster, just like terminal velocity. Patrick Swayze in Point Break, just zooming from one side of the dome to the other, is Corporal Sir Alphonse, the Porter the Third, and Amy, you feel a tail wrap around your midsection as Alphonse lands, bam, right next to you, and that his tail wraps around you. And remember, you're the same size now because he put all the dust on you, and he flings you into the air towards the fifth door. And you look down as you're flying through the air, and you see at least one key sink right into his side, or right into his armpit, and it hurts to get shot in the armpit, or even punched in the armpit.
A tender area.
Yeah, it's so tender, and he goes, "Gah!" And you see him tumble to the like he falls. His grip releases, and he hits the bottom of this dome hard, bam. But you flying through the air, bam, you hit that door, your hand grabs onto the manages to you scramble and you manage to get onto the key or onto the ring. It swings open, and you and Streffen are able to pull and it's that white wall again, that white wall of glowing light.
Is he moving? Is he still? What's his deal?
He's on the ground. You can't tell. You don't know from where you are.
Hey, if he's dead, we don't have to repay him the favors.
Paxton.
What?
That's so practical. What a good point. Stop.
Go on. Okay, hold on. I need to... go on.
I didn't.
And then you hear like tink, 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 because as soon as this door opens, all the keys start to fall out of the doors that they're in and just hit the ground. The test has been passed, and you are able to pull yourself and Streffen through.
Hell yeah.
What's the next room look like?
Well, it's 1:00, and you two, the room in and of itself, in this case, you stumble out, you feel that, again, that sick, stomachy feeling of flip-flopping as if you were on a roller coaster, and the two of you land, boom, and it's a very different, feeling. You see a this is a hallway. It is cement. Painted on the walls are lines and you can see, and like things like prisoner, like directions are on the wall. Prisoners will A, B, and C. Like there are these rules. Keep your hands in. There are a number of like yellow circles. You notice very quickly that there are doors lining the wall. You have made it into the Iron Keep, and that is where we're going to call it for today.
Oh,
You've made it in. 2 prison, 2 furious, or 2 prison, 2 break.
2 prison, 2 break.
Thanks, people, for playing. Thanks, people, for watching.
Thanks, Ben, for running.
You're welcome. I know that you didn't have to be here, and yet you were. You spent some time with us. Thanks, friends. So, let's do the reverse and introduce ourselves on the way out. I believe.
Goodbye, hello. I am and always have been and probably always will be Jackie. I've been playing Amy Wurs today, who hasn't been as much of a bitch because she's been in action mode. But she's
Action
very often
mode.
a bitch. Action mode.
Action mode. Action mode Amy.
I can be found most frequently on various discords of actual play podcasts that I enjoy and love to recommend, including but not limited to Tabletop Squadron, Orpheus Protocol, Sounds Like Crows, and then my personal favorite, RPG for You and Me. I'm not biased, but I do make guest appearances on some of their Patreon content.
Yeah, take that.
If you care to find me online, like via Twitter or X or whatever the fuck Musk is calling it, at least until it collapses or he expects me to pay to use his shitty service, you can find me at the tag @GoodShipSarcasm. All one word, no spaces, no underscores, whatever. You'll know it's me by the profile pic being a strawberrio. You will know what it is when you see it. I will not be giving any further explanation or context because I like being obstinate.
Hello, I am Paxton. I played Streffen this session. You can find me in most of the same places online. Otherwise, I don't know, my Venmo is @PaxQuack.
Oh, that's so genius! I'm gonna start plugging that now. Holy shit.
I had fun. Look forward to seeing you later.
Yeah, and I'm Ben Hatton. I'm Ben Hatton, and I can always be Ben Hatton. And
The Ben Hatton.
The Ben Hatton, not just any Ben Hatton, the Ben Hatton with the T in front of it. And again,
Benniest Hatton.
Yeah, the guy. So thanks for playing. We'll be back in a few weeks for the last chapter, I think, of the other game where we also have players. You can find me on this Discord. I put it up in the beginning. It was pinned. It's very fun. Let's see if I still have it. But I did. Join the Discord if you're not part of the Discord. It's fun. I'm there.
There's art. There's character art there. I do character art.
There's character art. We talk about all sorts of stuff. We've talked about Jason Derulo.
We have
Jason Derulo.
we've
You can't say his name. You have to sing it.
Right, like, yeah. I just want to end. From now on, I'm ending every game with Ben Hatton. So
Ben Hatton.
Oh, he's Ben Hatton. We had the best games.
Yes. I like to lie in bed and watch myself. And goodbye.
Phrasing. Oh my god.